Here we go. No biggie. Done this before. What's up, everybody? I'm out here doing some trail building in my backyard. It's been a while since I've shown you guys what's up here, so I'm excited to show you the latest. So if you've been on my channel, you might have seen that I've got that 4 or 5 foot drop there. I added a little bit of a dirt landing to it. There is a little takeoff right here where all that grass is on the top, and it lands in this whole thing's getting grown over. But now what all this was setting up for was right here in between these two sprinklers. I'm going to put a little bit of a takeoff. We're going to have quite a good size road gap here, and my dad and I actually were working on stacking some sandbags and some DG down here. So we're most of the way there on the landing, the most important part. We're just going to try to fill in that flat spot on the bottom, create a little takeoff right here where I'm standing, and this thing should be good to send, so let's get it. There's nowhere good to take dirt from here because it's all got grass in it, so I'm trying to kind of take this high side that's here and just move some of that over to the left because this whole thing was cambering off. But yeah, there's not a lot of places to take the dirt from, so it's just coming from a redistribution on the trail there. We'll see what it does. I obviously don't really know what I'm doing. Alright, so you can see we've got that landing framed a whole lot better. This is all DG in here. There's just a pile we had laying around. We just threw it on while it was dry. And it's not a super thick layer. There's some sandbags trying to peek out. So we have to see if that's gonna harden up. So I'm gonna have to really pack that down. I might try to throw some extra soil on top, but I really don't want the grassy stuff up here turning this into too much of a forest. The other problem we're having is right there, we have a flat spot where it transitions out to the later bit of the landing. So maybe I'll continue to widen the right end of that and take some of that and throw it into that transition, try to beef it up. All right, we actually got the lower landing looking like a little bit of something. Let's take a look. All right, so the upper is a little dodgy, a little bit like just soaked DG, so we'll figure that out. But bottom, we've got quite well framed out. Now we're gonna be coming from all the way up there just extremely fast, so I'd rather have that lower landing be really wide. Now it's time for the tamping. I'm gonna tamp the bottom first, and then we'll come back and hit the DG and make some sort of a plan. And from there, it's on to the takeoff. It's not packing like beautifully flat and chiseled because there's so many little roots everywhere, but it's there. It's totally rideable. It's actually really firm. I can tell it's kind of nice and clay-ish. I didn't hit the top yet in terms of tamping. We're gonna try to just tamp it a little bit, maybe put some grassy clayey soil on top. But oh, and if you actually know what you're doing, if you've done this before and you're watching me going, what the hell are you doing? Feel free to tear into me in the comments and let me know what I'm doing wrong. I don't mind it at all. I need to be told what I'm doing. So anyways, let's try to make that top. I can tell it's so saturated because it's such a naturally dry material. Anyways, let's do a time lapse, see if we can tamp it down. You know what, it feels surprisingly rock solid. I guess the problem is just it's so thin down here. We've got bags peeking out. I might have to chip away at the side, try to bring some dirt into this area, get some tacky material here, and if it gets grassy, who cares? All right, I'm happy with that. We pretty much covered all the sandbags. Maybe if I have energy, I might fill a little bit of dirt up here in the corner, but it's really fine. I'm going to be moving so fast, I'm going to barely be putting any weight on that top section of the landing. And where it's really going to G out is more here in the middle and bottom. So yeah, you can see that thing's looking pretty monstrous. All right, I'm going to start building the jump, and we'll just go from there. Here's a better visual on what's going on. We got our takeoff, which is going to be between the two sprinklers here, and we're going to fly all the way across out into that. It should be super groovy. All right, it's looking pretty solid. That I think it's just going to be a matter of going fast enough and getting a little bunny hop. It is a really big distance, so I have that fear in the back of my head of just clipping. No, yeah, I think I'm just gonna send it deep the first time and just really go for it. Everything's looking awesome. Feeling really good about it. Might throw a little bit of water on this and tamp it one more time. I know it doesn't look like much on the camera, but just something to push a hop off of. Here, let's step back a little. There you go. Now you can see it. So yeah. We're gonna do some test jumps on the smaller step down, and if everything's feeling good, I might go for my big road gap. Looks like my bars are misaligned a little bit. Shit. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Nice and slow. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Gonna roll through the road gap. Oh, that seems so easy. Got my dad screwing around. Alright. There. I don't know if I'm going fast enough. Probably. One of the final tests, hopefully. Maybe that's it. Ooh. just such a long distance to such a steep landing. Such a mellow takeoff. It doesn't help that the lineup's just like totally over ground and you can't really spot how you're coming in, and you really have to come in from the left side, but it's not really built great to line up. So the other thing is you feel like you're slightly having to twist off to the right to really make it work, but I think it can happen. Just got to go super fast. If I need to go deep in the landing and bottom out, that's all right. Here we go. No biggie. Done this before. Oh yeah. No. No. That was so good. That was insane. That's the craziest gap I've done in a long time. Oh my god. Woo! Right there. Perfect. Oh my god. That was awesome. Nice. Wow. That was huge.